Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have another fantastic game for you played by one of the most aggressive players of all times, Rashid Nezhmetdinov. His opponent is Lev Aronin, and this game was played at 1950 URS Championship. Now let's see what happened on the board. Nezhmetdinov had white pieces and he started the game with e4, c5 by Aronin, Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, d4, we see the open Sicilian, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3 a6, Aronin goes for Najdorf variation and Nezhmetdinov responds with Amsterdam variation f4. By going for Amsterdam variation, white is avoiding the main lines of the Sicilian Najdorf, thus deviating from the more thoroughly analyzed variations like bishop g5 or bishop c4, bishop e2, g6 by Aronin, which is probably the best choice against Amsterdam variation. Black goes for this dragon type setup, bishop e2, bishop g7, knight b3. In future, white is avoiding the exchange of knights, knight c6, bishop e3, black castles kingside, and here we go g4. Nezhmetdinov is trying to organize a quick attack on the king side, b5. Meanwhile, black is counterattacking on the queen side, g5, knight d7, queen d2. Now white can move castle queen side, and at the same time white queen is overprotecting the knight on c3 square, though capturing on c3 square doesn't favor black, because in that case black will lose his mighty bishop on g7. Bishop b7 was played. Now comes h4. White wants to push the h pawn forward, open up the h file and target black king. Knight a5. Now this light squared bishop will put pressure on this diagonal, but Nezhmetdinov is not even paying attention what's going on the left side of the board, and he pushes the h pawn forward, h5, rook e8. Well, if a move like bishop takes c3 in order to remove the defender and then win the pawn on e4 square, then white can go on with the attack and capture on g6. If bishop takes h1, then g takes h7 check. If king takes h7, then king f2. Now the bishop is under attack, and if you move away your bishop, this time white can capture on a5. I guess you have already forgot that the black knight on a5 square was hanging. And of course white has a sufficient compensation for sacrificed material. Let's go back, but probably Aronin thought that this might be very dangerous for him, and after h5 he went for a comparatively calmer line. He played rook e8. At any moment this knight can jump on f8 square from where it can protect black king. H takes g6, h takes g6 and rook h4. This is a strong move which is combining the attack with the defense of the central squares, and with this move white is also removing the rook from this dangerous diagonal. b4 was played, knight d5 and e6. Well, if a move like bishop takes b2, then white can go for bishop d4. Right now there is a mating threat, and of course exchanging the dark squared bishops favors only white, because in this case black is losing his powerful defender. If e5, then queen d3. At any moment this queen can come on h file. If bishop takes d5, then queen takes d5. Again, white has a sufficient compensation. Let's go back. That's why after knight d5 we see e6. Knight takes b4. In return, black is capturing on b3, a takes b3, a5, knight a2, and bishop takes e4. Finally, black managed to win this pawn on e4 square. Compared to white bishops, black bishops look very active. Knight c3 was played, bishop f5, and knight b5. Nezhmetdinov is coming after the pawn on d6 square, but actually castling queenside is stronger. At any moment this rook can come on h file, or white can capture on d6. This gives white better attacking chances, but in the game after bishop f5 we see knight b5. Nezhmetdinov had different ideas. Rook c8 was played. Aronin is going for complications, and let's see whom will favor these complications. Knight takes d6 was played, but in return black is capturing the pawn on c2 square. queen d1 and bishop takes b2. So far so good. Black was defending carefully and also managed to create counter-attacking chances, but actually this bishop takes b2 move is a mistake. It was better to capture on b2 with the rook. If knight takes e8, then queen takes e8. If bishop d4, then black can go for this exchange sacrifice and then play e5. Though the engine says that white is much better, but actually this continuation is better than bishop takes b2, which is actually losing on the spot. Here comes bishop d4, which is a powerful move by Nezhmetdinov. He's getting rid of this dark squared bishop, which was successfully protecting black king. Right now the threat is rook h8 checkmate, and black exchanged the bishops. e5, black is blocking the a1 h8 diagonal, but now comes queen d5. This time Nezhmetdinov is targeting the pawn on f7. There is a mating threat. Rook takes e2. Aronin is trying his luck and is trying to create counter-attacking chances. King takes e2 and e takes f4. Black is giving a discovered check. King f1 and rook e6, which is a fatal mistake and allows white to win the game on the spot. Well, queen e7 could have prolonged the game, though after winning black rook there's not much black can do. But in the game we see rook e6, black is both moving away his rook under the fire and is also blocking the queen's diagonal. But in this position Nezhmetdinov made a move after which Aronin resigned. Can you find his next move? Ready? In this position, Nezhmetdinov went for rook h8 sacrifice. Look at this amazing tactical shot. And that's it. The game is over. If king takes h8, then simply knight takes f7. White knight is forking black king and the queen, and it's over. That's why, understanding all this, after rook h8 check, Aronin resigned. Another very impressive attack and a final tactical blow by Rashid Nezhmetdinov. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you, and for more games don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video.